To another video, man, and today we have Suge Knight reveals Tupac wanted to sign Aaliyah and do a joint album. He lost his mind over Aaliyah. That's what the title is of this video. It's about Art of Dialogue. I think I plan on checking out every single part of this album. It might, not album, but interview. It might be all out of order and all that stuff. But, you know, we're going to check out every part. So far, we already reacted to one part of it. It was talking about, what was it talking about? The rumor about Tupac in jail and what happened to him in jail. And basically, Suge said he don't think it happened. He don't think the rumor is true. You feel me? But we do plan on checking out all of them. By the end of this month, all of them should be done. I got a lot more Tupac content I'm going to drop. Got some music I'm going to drop for y'all. Tupac music, I should say. I don't want y'all to think I'm out here making music, because I'm definitely not. I just got a whole bunch of other content coming out next month. We are doing a Tupac album reaction. I already told y'all the albums that I plan on doing. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody out there. By the time y'all seeing this, Valentine's Day will be over. But, you know, I hope y'all enjoyed y'all love day. You feel me? Shout out all the people that's couples. Shout out all the people that's not in relationships. You feel me? Turn up that Michael Jackson. She's out of my life. You feel me? That's what I'm about to do. You dig me? But, you know, yeah, man. We about to jump straight into it. We ain't gonna waste no more time. This is an 11-minute and 20-second long video. Let's see what they talking about on here. Oh, I forgot. Y'all make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, turn on the post notification bell to be notified every time I drop a video. You want more Tupac content, make sure you get this video to 15 likes, man. Now, let's see what they talking about on here.
I always heard, and I don't know if this is true or not, but I heard that the artist on Death Row was jealous of Tupac.
Any artist, not only was they jealous of Tupac, some of them participated in the dark, some of them participated in the downfall of Tupac. If you listen to those interviews, they tell on themselves.
I wonder how Suge Knight genuinely feel about Tupac being gone. Like, I haven't really heard or seen much of Suge Knight, like, showing his real emotion. I feel like every time he's on camera or every time he do an interview, it's like he's putting on an act, like this macho man, like this hard-bodied person that doesn't have no emotion. Like, I genuinely wonder how he felt when Tupac passed. Did he cry? Was he devastated? Like, I really want to know. Because if he didn't cry, okay, that kind of leads me to think maybe he had something to do with Tupac's death, you feel me? But who knows if he really cried? We wasn't there with him when that happened, when the news happened. And he was also a part of the situation. He also got, I don't know if he actually got grazed. They said he got grazed. Somebody on the interview said Suge Knight came out the same day. He came out the hospital the same day. They said, I think he was some German guy or something. He was Pac's director or something, if I'm not mistaken. Some white guy. It was some white guy. But he's from like out the country. And Pac was really rocking with him. It was an interview that he was doing. He was like, he was mad at Suge, like Suge had something to do with it. Like, I can see why people think Suge has something to do with it, but then again, I don't, but I do. I get all perspectives. We don't know. I think Diddy has something to do with Pac's death. But a lot of people think Diddy and Suge had something to do. Suge didn't even like Diddy. Because why would Suge work with Diddy to kill Pac if Suge didn't even like Diddy because he thought he had something to do with his bodyguard, his homeboy getting killed? You feel me? So I don't think, that just doesn't make sense to me why they would work together to do that. R.I.P. Pac, R.I.P. Aaliyah. Man, two young stars who went away way too soon, especially Aaliyah, man. She was younger. She was 21 when she passed. Pac, he was 25, but dang, they going way too soon.
If you listen to those interviews, it's a recording. If I was a real asshole, well, the asshole I used to be, Snoop, no. His recording is so deep. if that was out, he might as well put handcuffs on himself. Because the things he said about Tupac, you would know. But jealousy is worse than hate. When a person hates you, they just hate you. When a person's jealous of you, they can never sleep or rest. All those artists was jealous of Tupac. Tupac was Death Row. If Tupac would be here today, Tupac would have been the person running Death Row.
Nah, for real. He definitely would. He definitely would. Pac probably still wouldn't be doing music. Loki Woodfiller, he told me he think Pac probably would be in politics and all that stuff. Then he said he probably would take like Kendrick under his wing, but Kendrick is with Dr. Dre. I feel like Dr. Dre and Pac probably would have they probably would have fixed their problems over time, because their stuff wasn't even real deep. It was just about, he felt like Dre wasn't working up to Pac's liking, you feel me? And he was like, man, you lazy. That's how Pac looked at it, but Dr. Dre just wanted to perfect his craft. But honestly, Pac probably, I feel like Pac probably would still be rap. He'd still be relatively young. I feel like he'll be doing like basically like what Nas is doing. He'll drop some tough albums nowadays, like in the 2000s. I mean 2020s, like still, because Nas still dropped some tough albums, at least from what I heard. The album I heard, I think it came out 2021. That album was tough. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I think Pac would still be dropping nice, tough music. I think he would slow down, obviously, but he'd still be, and I feel like he'll really, I don't know if he'll keep the same momentum that he had back in the day, though. It's kind of hard to keep that same momentum. Same thing with Michael Jackson. Do you think if Michael Jackson was still alive, you think he would still be able to put out great music for as long as he already did before he passed? That's kind of hard to keep that streak going. I wonder what his music would sound like now. I wonder what all the people who passed away, what their music would sound like now. Would they try to adapt to this generation, or would they stick to what they know? You feel me? I feel like Aaliyah, her music would probably change and adapt to this sound, because it'd be an easier transition because she's a singer and she speaks about love. But Tupac, I wonder, would his style change? Would he still be a gangster rapper? Would he turn more politics? I don't know. I really don't know.
If Tupac was here, Tupac wanted to sign Aaliyah.
What?
I took Tupac to go see Gladys Knight. Aaliyah performed.
I thought they said in the video that Tupac never, he'd been around Aaliyah, but he's never spoke to her, or they never spoke to each other or spoke about each other on stuff, because she was best friends with Kadada Jones, if I'm not mistaken. I heard that she was best friends with Kadada, and out of respect, Aaliyah didn't want nothing to do with Tupac as far as working with him musically and all that. So I don't know if that actually would have went through, because I think it was a video where we was talking about Tupac's girlfriends, and we went through all his girlfriends, or I'm not sure, but I seen a video. I know I reacted to it. It was on camera, and I said something about Aaliyah and Tupac speaking to each other, because I recorded a video and I seen Aaliyah talking about him. She even said rest in peace to him. You feel me? He was a talented artist, but I just forgot what video it was. I don't know if it was an Aaliyah reaction. I don't know if it was a Pac reaction. I'm sure it had to be a Pac reaction, because I can't see Aaliyah. I can't see myself watching an Aaliyah video and she mentioning Pac. I could see Pac. It could be a Pac video and somebody mentioned Aaliyah and I spoke about it. I don't know. Aaliyah don't seem like she was too into that. She didn't have no drama going on. She didn't have men problems, basically. Pac dealt with a lot of women. Like he said, he get around. So, hey, I'm sure her name was definitely brought up in a Pac video.
He loved last night's performance. And he loved Aaliyah performance. So Tupac was a businessman, a loyal brother, a loyal friend, and you always can depend on him. So if Tupac wanted to leave Death Row, shit, I would embrace him, give him a hug, and let him left Death Row.
If Pac was still alive, I don't think Suge would be in jail, 1. 2, I don't think Suge would give up Death Row for Pac. So, I don't know. Now, if he's speaking, okay, right now, if Pac was alive and if I'm in the situation I'm in right now, then, okay, Pac will take over it. But I think if Pac didn't go to jail, I think Suge wouldn't be in jail. I think Suge crashed out when Pac died. Because he didn't have a record label to really keep up. He didn't have nothing to prove with Death Row at that point. Like, his biggest artists left, and then your other 2 main stars left out of there too. Well, Pac passed, and the 2 other artists, Dre and Snoop, dipped up out of there because of your main artists.
Tupac didn't want to go nowhere. There's a lot of people that Tupac wasn't fucking with. He wrote letters to him. And he signed his name. He never said one to me. He never said one to Death Row. Only person.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Only person lost by Tupac not being here is me. Everyone else benefited. Tupac's mother became Tupac. She was making the money that Tupac would have been getting. The outlaws, and all the outlaws didn't know Tupac was hanging with Tupac. So there's so many outlaws, you don't know which is which. But they benefit by saying they really part of Tupac. They even get other people who never met Tupac lying and saying that he stayed with Tupac. Lawyers benefited with Tupac, passed away. Interscope benefited with Tupac, passed away.
I feel like anybody that was associated with Pac before he passed is always going to benefit from Pac, especially the outlaws. They were like his friends, so they know a lot of behind the scenes stuff, so they'll always benefit from Pac, like in a monetization way. Like money wise, they'll always benefit from Pac. Suge too though, but he can't really enjoy it because he's in jail.
Secretaries benefited with Tupac passed away. Only person whose life got worse when Tupac passed away was mine.
But that's because you put yourself in that position. Hey.
They sent me to prison.
Pac ain't tell you you did go to jail. I think then he go to jail because like a probation violation because of that situation. You feel me? Okay, if we talking about that, okay, cool. That kind of like started his record in a bad way. But Pac, nobody told you to run over that man. Nobody told you to run him over. You dig me? You chose to run him over, not nobody else. So that's your fault.
He took my freedom. If I was Pepsi Cola and a white man, I would still have my company. If I'm a black man, I didn't do not one thing to lose my company. Not only did I not do one thing to lose my company, they stole stuff from my company and purposely I went to these people and said, look, they're going to throw this.
And I think that's probably why Suge and Snoop got problems now. Or they got their little back and forth. You feel me? Because I think Suge is feels some type of way because Snoop took over Death Row. I'm not going to lie to you. That's the only reason why I think they kind of butt heads for real.
Judgment out against me. Number one, they filed for bankruptcy. 1995 and didn't mention that they have any ownerships in death row. Matter of fact, when Lydia Harris, and the judge asked Lydia Harris, do she have anything with death row? Do she have a partner? She said, yeah, my partner is the attorney. And she said, David. So she had half of the judgment, and he had half of the judgment. And he was my lawyer, and he was her lawyer, and she filed for bankruptcy, and he filed for bankruptcy. And neither one of them was able to say they had anything to do with my company because they didn't mention it on their bankruptcy. And they had trustees. The average person would put them in, you can go to prison for that, but they didn't. Also, if you got a car worth $1 million, or a car, you got something, you just say a Rolls Royce, they're worth $500,000, brand new, and you can't sell that car.
Rolls Royces are $500,000. I thought they were $250,000, like $250,000. I know some of them might be $500,000 though. I'm not. If I had $1 million, or if I was a billionaire, if I was a millionaire, I'm not spending $500,000 on a vehicle. I'm not, and especially if it's not fast. I can only imagine how fast a Rolls Royce go. Probably go like 180. Only way I'm spending that much on a car is if I get like a super car, like a crazy car, like a Bugatti or something. And I don't even like two-door cars, so I wouldn't even spend my money on that type stuff. I'm not spending $500,000 on a car. I'm not spending maybe $250,000, maybe $300,000 actually. I probably do want to ride a luxury, but $500,000 is $500,000. That's insane. Come on now.
For $5,000. Reason why they sold death row so cheap. Even though I want to give $500 million, $700 million, they sold death row so cheap because they didn't want to pay me. Because after all this is done, I did a Chapter 11. After all was said and done, paying the creditors, all the other money comes to me. One of the reasons why they tried to kill me more than once is behind the money. I'm in prison right now. And the people who pulled guns on me, which is the proof, and tried to kill me, they got checks from Andre Young. Not from his business account, not from the movie people, not from the production company, who these guys were getting $150 a day. They got $20,000 and more checks. And when they got these checks, these men, who was rapists and weirdos, said he gave them the money to kill me. When they gave Bone immunity and he walked out the chambers with the judge, I said, oh, he gonna tell the truth and let me go. Because wherever we got to finish up, I don't got to say nothing about him, I don't got to say nothing about me, we'll holler another day. Instead, they didn't let me put on defense. I had a paid attorney. The judge told my paid attorney, I never had a public defender in my whole career of crime. Or so they say a crime, or getting in trouble.
Yeah.
And I had a paid attorney. The judge tells my paid attorney, I don't think you've been practicing long enough to represent Mr. Knight. He said,
You have 60 seconds remaining.
I'm going to get rid of you, fire you, and give Mr. Knight, an attorney I've been knowing 40 years, that's a public pretender to work for us. And that dump truck never let me go to trial, never did anything, and made me take a deal. Then I had a civil case, and they got the proof that the person handed the next man a gun, and the man who had the gun told him, I can tell you what type of gun it is. This the gun he gave me. I put it in my back waistband and pulled the shirt over, and it shows in the video. They both let me go. But, once again, I'm a black man. So I got to fight for everything. That's where we at.
Not everything is about race, though. It's easy to throw the race card out when it benefits you, I guess. But I don't think it's a race thing. I just think it's because your history, you're affiliated with a gang, you did a lot of bad things to a lot of people, to a lot of innocent people. You come off as this arrogant, can't be touched type of guy, and they're making an example out of you, basically. Not because you're black, but because of who you are. You come off as intimidating, so they're going to show you we're more intimidating. They're going to make an example out of you for sure. So I don't think it has anything to do with your race. I think it has a lot to do with your history. Not in crime, but your history as you and how you run things.
Any other questions?
Yeah, I want to back up to the comments you made about Aaliyah, because I never knew Tupac and Aaliyah knew each other. So Pac, he was a big fan of hers.
Yeah, we haven't seen it. I used to listen to oldies, and Pac used to listen to rap. And he didn't like oldies. So I said, man, I got to show you what oldies about. So I took Tupac to go see Gladys Knight perform in Loserville, Vegas. So when she was performing, she brought out her niece by marriage. And Aaliyah started singing. And Tupac said, don't get up. I said, why? He said, because Gladys Knight know you. You're going to speak to Gladys Knight. Then you're going to talk to the little girl singing. The next thing you know, you're going to be doing an album on her. He said, I'm going to go talk to her. You come later on because I want to do an album on Aaliyah. He didn't know her name. So Pac was so excited. I'm talking about, I ain't never seen that little motherfucker so happy. He wasn't thinking about signing nobody else. That's the person he said out of all the girls and women he ever seen, he thought she was the biggest star and had the best voice ever. So I figured
I think Aaliyah, I feel like if Aaliyah was alive right now, I feel like she'd be the female version of Michael Jackson. Like, not as far as like, she was known overseas too, which is insane. I seen a video where she did an interview in Germany and them people was going insane. She was getting on rides, people was screaming and everything. I don't think anybody will ever be as big as Michael Jackson. I don't think there's no rapper that could touch Michael Jackson, like, popularity wise. Michael Jackson was on a whole nother stratosphere. Like, he's up here. If Tupac is here, Michael Jackson is through the roof. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Michael Jackson, I don't know how known Tupac is, especially when he was alive. I don't know how known he was overseas. Michael Jackson, it seemed like Michael Jackson was more known overseas than he was in the U.S. That's a problem, and that's a good problem at that.
things would have happened the way it happened. Pac would have been doing an album on Aaliyah. Me and that dude spent hours and hours and days together. Me personally, I never seen him get so excited about no female artist. No, not even. I never even seen Pac even talking to a female artist or do anything with female artists. He talked to Storm for a minute, and he might have spoke to some of the girls for a minute, but I never seen him pretty much lose his mind. He lost his mind over there. He talked about her days and days. I got tired of hearing him talking about that little girl. He said, man, I got this song I want to do with her. I'm going to do this song with her. I'm going to do that song with her. He was super, super, super excited.
Imagine Pac on a Timberland beat. Oh, my God. Nah, Timberland, Pac, Missy Elliott, and Aaliyah. Oh, my, they would have broke the world. I'm telling you, they would have broke the world. Pac on a Timberland beat with Aaliyah, with Missy Elliott. You know Missy Elliott going to be in the picture some way, somehow. Come on. No. I feel like if Pac would have got with Aaliyah, he probably would have tried to sign Missy. He probably would have tried to sign Timberland. Because you need a producer. You got Dr. Dre. But Dr. Dre out the picture. Now you need a new producer to take under. Missy Elliott and Timberland and Aaliyah, that's a package right there. Package deal. Come on now. Huh?
That's would have been a beautiful thing. That was one of the most things I ever seen Pac get excited about, was being able to do something with Aaliyah.
You feel me, man? Y'all comment down below. I'll tell you what y'all think about that. Y'all think Aaliyah would have actually signed with Tupac? Because Tupac probably came off as, Aaliyah was a little girl. And Pac probably had too much drama for her and her family to want to be with, basically. Like, I don't know if her family would allow that. Because you got to think she was a minor, I think. She was like 16, 17 in 96. So, it's like, do you think, and Aaliyah probably would have, I think Aaliyah probably would have been like 44, 45 if she was still alive. 45? Come on. Aaliyah would still be young. Pac probably would have been 50 something, 51. He died at 25. He probably would have been mid 50s, 56, 57, somewhere around there. Nah, I'm lying. Pac probably would have been like 53, 54. You feel me? Because he died 29 years ago. He died in 96. It's 2025. He going on 29 years ago. This year will be 29 years. So Pac would have been 94 this year in June. I think that's when his birthday is. I think he a Gemini. I don't like Geminis. Geminis, boy. Oh, Geminis. I'm going to tell you. They got some attitude. I'm trying to tell you, boy. But, you know, y'all make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, turn on the post notification bell to be notified every time I drop a video. Y'all tell me if y'all think Pac and Aaliyah would have had a tough song together. You feel me? But yeah, I'll see y'all in the next one. Hope y'all enjoy.